So, I don't know, should I start with okay. Hey there, I'm making my first ever YouTube video right now. I've been very fortunate to be on YouTube before with my awesome friend Jess Nicol. She's had me on her channel, which, you know, obviously check out if you haven't already. So I love being on her videos. I don't know, I think it's so fun. I always end up laughing. I love the idea that, I don't know, people could get a kick out of it as well. So here I am making my very own channel. It's let's just say in the very preliminary stages. I'm using my dad's camera and I've got it on 4 books. I've got a crappy little IKEA lamp positioned behind the camera. And we're just gonna see how this goes basically. Who knows if this even will hit the internet. So today I think for my first video I'm gonna do something that I love doing, which is basically just getting ready, putting some makeup on. It's not a tutorial or anything like that. I haven't got anything prepared in terms of what I wanna do, so I'm just literally gonna be blundering my way through as I do on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so step 1, I have to put my hair up because otherwise I'm gonna get it all foundation-y. This might take a while. You know, sometimes my hair is cooperative and other times my hair is just like, fuck off. I thought about doing this for a little while, but I don't know how to use the camera. I have no idea how to edit videos. I didn't do any sort of IT in school or anything like that, so it just seemed a little bit impossible, but I just thought, hey, you know, there's so many YouTube tutorials about how to edit videos, well, why the hell not give it a go? I will say I do love Jeffree Star. He's an awesome makeup artist and I absolutely love all of his products. Definitely will be using the Blood Sugar palette, which he released semi-recently. It's so pigmented and it has the best colors. The packaging is so dope. It's like awesome. It looks like a VCR. So I'll be using this. I probably won't show it to the camera just because I can't be bothered, to be frank. It's blatantly obvious that I'm incredibly pale. I use Revlon Colorstay and Ivory. I use Tarte Shape Tape. I love a good concealer and this is the best that I've found. Tarte Shape Tape in, I believe it's Fair. I use the Revlon, I think this is the Revlon like Colorstay loose powder, so it's like, goes with the foundation. Oh, one thing that I highly recommend and I love is the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. I love this. It's so freaking good. It makes my eyelashes look 10 gajillion times better than they are, because you probably don't know this about me, but my eyelashes are like so straight out. It is insane. So I curl them like all the time because, oh my god, otherwise I just look like I have no eyelashes. So curl them, and then I use this bad boy because it is very lengthening, gets the lashes individually coated. I love it. It's really good. I recommend it. It is a little bit more pricey, but it goes on special all the time in Priceline. So I will definitely also be using the Jeffree Star Platinum Ice highlighting palette. So yeah, they're the items that I use like every day. So my mum recently bought me a what's it called? Real Techniques beauty blender. And I was so excited because I always buy the cheapest ones I can find that are like $2 to $5. So I was so excited. So I'm definitely using this in the video today because thanks mom. But yeah, so I guess I better get started. Usually I start with putting a bit of moisturiser on, if I can find mine, hold on. I use the Sukin facial moisturiser. Put it on the face. I really like to focus on the eye area because my eyelids and under my eyes definitely gets the driest. So it's funny, I really am excited about doing this and I watch heaps of YouTube, so I know people like it, but it feels a little bit crazy that someone could possibly be interested in watching me put on my moisturiser. Step 2, I usually put on a bit of foundation. By the way, if I'm looking off just a little bit to the left of the camera, I have a mirror here. Yeah, so I start with my Revlon Colorstay foundation, pump that onto my hand, maybe 1.5 pumps. I'm not really a full coverage kind of gal. I like it to be pretty natural. I get my Real Techniques beauty blender, thanks mom, and I just pop it on my face like this. Here we are. Sorry if the framing changed at all. My mother just got home. I live with my parents and I went and said hello. I'm kind of getting distracted by my own makeup. You can probably see better than I can, but I think that is all buffed out. So I only have 3 eyeshadow brushes and I've had them forever. They're a bit gross, that you can probably tell because of my blood sugar palette, they're stained a bit red, but honestly they work fine. Yeah, and I just grab a tissue and I rub the brush on the tissues to try and get the excess pigment out. Today I was watching Netflix because I'm really lazy, and I started watching Clueless and it was so good. Paul Rudd is a gun. Yeah. So just another note, I put this as a base on my eyes just to get rid of the red pigment, and also I just think it's a good base for eyeshadow. I don't really have a primer. I used to use the e.l.f. primer, but I'm less and less convinced that it does anything. I'm a pretty sloppy makeup. Next I get a bit of my Revlon powder. It's the Revlon loose powder. I've got the base for my eyeshadow now. Obviously it depends on the look, but generally I'll kind of start with a light base on my eyes. So today I will start with Glucose, which is the white shade in Jeffree's palette. Very pigmented, I love it. Yeah, so I just kind of pat it on from the inner corner to kind of halfway along my eye. Another reason I nearly didn't start making a video was I don't know how to put on false eyelashes. I just was like, Millie, you know, that's just not good enough. But then I thought, you know what? This is how I like to do my makeup. I don't ever wear false eyelashes. So maybe there are other people out there like that too. Next shade, I'll probably put on Cake Mix. Just pop it on the outer corner. Okay, so after I put the Cake Mix on, another thing, I often put on a number of different layers and then blend them all at once. I'm gonna put on some candy floss. I'm gonna put that kind of in the middle of my lid. That's kind of good enough for now for that area. I think I'm gonna go with Blood Sugar next. It's really nice. Just kind of in your crease and slightly above it. Cool. So at this point, because I've got 3 different colors on, I will go in with my big brush that I almost entirely use for blending. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my camera died, so I probably look slightly different. All I've done different is I just got a bit of the shade Sweetener and I just popped it close to my inner corner here. That's all I've done, so didn't miss too much. I'm gonna grab a bit of the shade Cherry Soda and I'm gonna pop that right just underneath my crease, really. While my camera was charging, I was just chopping some carrots and zucchini, so pretty much pro chef. Cool, that'll do for now. You know what, I'm gonna grab a bit of the shade Extraction. Pop that right on my outer corner and I'm just going to really kind of lay that on there. So, time for another round of blending. I probably pull the stupidest phases while I'm blending. Now that we've done that, I am going to grab some of that white shade, which is Glucose, and I'm going to grab it on my just packing brush. Pop it just above where all this is going down. Oh, that was quite dark. Well, light, I should say. See, I can do this because I'm so pale, but basically it's just a tone that I can blend into the outside that just softens the edges a bit. I think, to be honest, I probably don't have enough Extraction close to my inner corner. I gotta spread it along that crease a bit more on this side, just so they're looking nice and even. Now, I'm taking my big blending brush here. I'm going to grab some more Glucose, which is that white shade. I'm going to tap it off, so I'm just going to blend up the top here. And I guess lastly, I'm going to just grab on my finger, I'm going to rub it into the shade Sweetener, get it nice and glistening, and I'm going to just kind of sweep it across my lid down towards the lash line more than anywhere else. will just grab my blending brush and kind of touch over it a little bit. And then I'm going to grab another finger, and I'm going to grab the shade Candy Floss, which is like a really light pink shimmery shade. Awesome, so this eye look is pretty much done as far as I can see. Looks alright to me. I definitely need to clean up the edges, but I'm going to do that with my concealer. Alright, that looks a lot neater to me. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to set my concealer. Again, the Revlon loose powder that I have. Okay. I'm all set. I don't bake, so next on the agenda I'm going to grab my Blood Sugar palette back again, and I'm just going to pop a shade under my eye. So I think I'm going to go with the shade Cavity, which is a really vibrant pink. I'm just going to grab some more of the Candy Floss shade on my big poofy blending brush. Alright, so that's kind of the eye look done apart from mascara. Next I would usually do blush. So I'm going to grab, I have this old Estee Lauder palette from my mum, which is my favourite blush palettes. This is what it looks like. It's called the Deluxe All Over Face Compact. These are the 3 shades. I use those 2 on my cheeks. Cool. And I'll just grab the far left brown shade and pop it up on my temples, as so. And then I grab this big fluffy brush that I have. It's my biggest. I just kind of blend it all out, diffuse it a little bit, so it's not quite as sharp. The other thing I like to do is, and it's really bad, but I use this brush again because I don't have any others that would do this. I grab my big kind of fluffy eye blending brush, and I grab a bit of the brown shade in the blush palette, and I just go down the sides of my nose with it. But because I often find that's too strong, I grab my powder brush from my foundation, and I just go right over the top, blend it out. Anyway, next I would probably do my eyelashes. So I'll curl them first. This can be a dangerous game. I do them all the time, but I still clip my eyelids all the time, and yes, that bloody hurts. Then I'll pop my Telescopic mascara on. I think I have enough mascara on, I'm just gonna need to clean up. So one of the last things I do is my eyebrows. For my eyebrows I use a NYX eyebrow pencil. It's kind of this greyish colour because my eyebrows are pretty dark. I'm not a person that really overdraws their brows much at all. I just kind of fill in the hairs a bit, that's all. Cool. And very last but not least will be my highlight. I'm going to put a little base down of this Holo-Strobe stick by Models Prefer. I got it from Priceline. It's like, I don't know, between $5 and $10. Just kind of put that as a base where I want my highlight to go. Put it on this side too. It's really good for a little base for other highlighters as well, if you don't want to just have this kind of subtle look. Now it's just the Skin Frost. Sorry, I have no idea why, but my camera just turned itself off, so going back in. I'm going to grab a little bit more of that Alien Ice. I'm going to pop it on my finger, and I'm going to pop it in my inner corner, just to carry that colour through a bit if I can. Cool. Nice. And then I'm going to grab my powder brush again, just kind of go over my cheeks, only because I don't like as much highlight there. I prefer the highlight to be up on higher on my cheekbones, but I always get too much on my cheek. Awesome, so that's pretty much how I like it. I might chuck a little bit of the shade Pink Chill, which is another kind of highlight from the Skin Frost palette, just over the top for a bit of pink to come through as well. Nicol. So yeah, whew, I don't know if you can see this, but the highlight is very blinding, so I love that. Yeah, that's pretty much it except for lips. I'll just put on a bit of lip balm. Unfortunately, I don't have a brand for this, but it's just like, I think it's called Lip Stain. It's like a cherry kind of color, and I just mix it into my lip balm. And then, pretty much completes this look. I'll take my hair out, but I'm not going to do any weird little model poses to show it off or anything. Okay, so basically that's the look. This is what I wear on a day-to-day basis. This is my get ready with me. Thanks for watching. I guess I'm going to leave it there. See you later.